go over something real quick. A subscriber, don't really want to be mentioned, but he knows who he is. I want to thank him highly for this. And this is one insane piece that he has sent me. And it's got to do with P Lovecraft. A very unknown writer. Born and raised in Rhode Island, died in Rhode Island, and did some poems, short stories, which is a lot in common with me. And one story he's talking of now, The Whisper in the Darkness. Now they call him a fiction storyteller. And when I mean fiction, if anybody knows, fiction is real, non-fiction is not. And if this story I'm listening to right now, and if anybody's got the time, check it out. I got to do a mapping over this, and I am very blown away of the places this man speaks of. Because I'll tell you right now, a lot of this story and what it tells leads right near the Green Mountains in Vermont. Now, if anybody knows my research on the Green Mountains, we have skinwalkers, aliens, of course, and like I said, underground stuff. The mountains being dwellings for hitting stuff beneath what is underneath us. And I honestly think this man's story, which I don't know if it was written in 1929, but I can't play none of it. But it's a very distinctive story of a man in Vermont, from Brattleboro, Vermont. And he moves back and forth to a farm and to another place, but, and, what the bear with me a moment. Really, Ted? Oh, stupid dog. Playing with the damn bottle. Just a bottle tonight. That's a new toy I gave him this morning. And stupid dummy likes to chase it, chew it, and fight with it. This thing's still on? Yeah, alright. Anyways, I mean, from what I'm hearing from the story, and oh man. Now, I didn't, for some apparent reason, this thing started at like 50 minutes, so I missed the whole beginning, but I'm gonna go back to it. But the subscriber who sent me this, I thought I might have been watching this, but I don't even remember. But mentions that there could be skinwalkers in this. But from what I'm getting out of it, that there was aliens in this, and they were going after this certain man that he was supposedly speaking to. Now, I don't know if Lovecraft was the guy writing letters back and forth to a gentleman. Like I said, they say he's a fictional writer, so it's true. Or he just made this up. But I honestly, I think just because of the research I've done and the places he speaks of and how close it is to stuff that I have unearthed in my own researching, I think this man was dead on correct on some things. He might even have been looking into things back then to write his fictional stories to make them true. But anybody has time to listen to this, I can't go through the whole thing, but this thing distinctively says that these creatures were coming after a gentleman in his farmhouse. He would get dogs to go after him, but they'd end up dead. He'd be driving down the road with claw marks, dogs howling, all kinds of alien and skinwalker things going in back and forth of conflict. And like I say before in previous videos, I think skinwalkers, when like at the Skinwalker Ranch in Utah, are unearthed and the spirit gets riled up, and if it is the cause by also not, being that development is going through the United States and it's making the spirit very pissed off, but also if it is this determination of aliens in that electromagnetic field, say so, from their ships going underground, electricity like the M Cave with Kenny Veach talking about feeling vibrations. Put that together and you get this man's story right here, back from 1929. Whenever he wrote this, and it's an audio book. The guy sits there, for people that don't know, tells stories just like me in the dark. It's pretty much like in the dark. You're listening to a tape. And you put your own imagination to run wild. And that's what I say a good story does. When you could sit back, shut that light off, close your eyes, let the man's voice or my voice hit your eardrums, and put yourself in the place of that story, and you give yourself a visualization of what is going on, you can come out with some crazy shit your own self. But get that visualization of the story in your mind, it comes out, pretty like amazing. But this is what I get from this guy, man. I put everything in and I've been mapping out what he's been saying. So I mean, it's just insane on how close this man telling his story is near places of interest that I've located. And like I say, sad to say, this guy is a very distinctive, awesome speaker. I mean, he'll mesmerize you with his voice. And, just the mere thought that this guy is near my, and I never even heard of this guy. Never. But I gotta get back in the house. I gotta, listen to the rest of this. But I'm telling you, this is insane. And if you listen to this story and you go to some places that I've already spoken of near the Green Mountains about skinwalkers, and the Green Mountain is a very connector, one of my connectors of the New England Triangle, you'll understand more that this guy has come up with is very, very insane. Also, the line on the mapping, I'm going to end it with this, where he speaks of one town, and it's like, say, the Green Mountains here, you go straight across the town he speaks of here, you go straight down the map, leaves right into Northampton. A lineup, once again, alien activity to Stella Lansing. Insane. And this happened in 1929. Her events happened in the 1960s. So what does that tell you? These things and creatures or whatever been out there for a long time. So I mean, speaking more of the alienation that is throughout my timeline of where I distinctively place things on the map. He is now in my lineup. It's insane. I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. Even though there could be something out here. And actually, as you can see tonight, Mr. Moon is out there staring at us. I don't know, man. This is insane. A lot of things with the Skinwalker. See, once again, I started losing track. Started losing my head. Skinwalkers, one way or another, crawl back in and grasp me. So, I mean, I don't know what it's got to do with this story, that story, and I can see it's all getting placed into a piece of a puzzle, though. Insane. And this subscriber of mine, he has his own little run-ins with paranormal stuff, but he don't want to be well known, so I respect that. But I know that I'll leave, now, well, like I said, I'll leave it with that, but I'll also leave it with this. His place of interest of where he had stuff. Found out there's an Indian burial ground not too far from his place. He's had some mishaps. He's had some paranormal activity. But all in the realm of it all. It's crazy, man. Crazy. And when I speak of things and people find me and, you know, come up with a place of interest where they are from and where I'm from and this and that, and I'm relating to these people and I don't even know them, what does that tell you? I got something psychic here, I guess. I just gotta learn how to use it. Till that next video, be safe, take care, and always believe. My journey's getting closer to something. I can feel it. And it's just like I say, it's giving me chills up my spine. Oh, I don't know where it's leading me. But I can't wait until the end comes. Whether I find me a goddamn skinwalker, or this alien nation's gonna pop up closer than I think, and I'm gonna expose something. Out.